guys know it is Drunken Chat, son.
You boys want to go to Tijuana? Woo! Welcome to It's Drunken Chat, son. I'm your host, Chilton's Greens and Cornbread on the Comic Crusaders freaking network. And I am so happy to be with my brother from another mother here again. Once again, comic book pimp. Mr. Adam, how's it going?
I am doing well, recovering from 3 days of moving furniture and setting up the new, all the new furniture in the office and cleaning. And the only shitty thing about cleaning your room and moving and buying new furniture is cleaning your room, packing, and buying new furniture.
Yeah. Fucking adulting is fucking hard. So fuck that shit. So here's what I will do for you, Adam. Since you had it such a hard week and a hard fucking day, here's what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna go ahead and make this an official Drunken Chat freaking podcast. And here we go with some. We're gonna start off with the Margaritaville Gold,
Nice.
blue agave. It's fucking cheap as hell, but you know what? It's fucking tequila and down it fucking goes. We got
The fast is over.
fast is over. You know how it was. So went to a couple weeks ago. This is why I've been gone, where we haven't done the shows because I went to SDCC, and had a fucking ballin' fucking time. Of course, had to fucking break the fast down there. You couldn't be down in fucking Mexico and not fucking drink. Come on, that wasn't gonna fucking happen. So the fast, after 8 months, done and over with and everything. I mean, I will probably still try and keep it legit and freaking keep it down, but yeah, the official thing is over. But yeah, look, we got a lot to go through. So we are gonna.
Yeah.
So Sir Christopher, he should be.
Christopher, is he in the green room? Is he popping in yet?
He has not popped up yet, but he will be here soon. And trust me, I'll be more than happy to freaking go back and talk about some of that stuff. But let's get on with the boring stuff first. Ooh, let me make my freaking drink while I'm fucking talking and bullshit. The other drink I got is some strawberry margarita pre-mix from Rancho La Gloria.
Nice.
It's some good shit. It's 13.9% freaking alcohol. So if you were trying to get into this and freaking you're gonna try to understand what the fuck I'm saying, I feel sorry for you, man, because I'm gonna be slurring and freaking swaying and doing all types of, but I got myself straight.
All right, we apologize for any drunken rants Lucas may go on during tonight's show to that.
But here's the most interesting thing since we did our last show, right? There's been a bunch of meetings, right? So we've had SDCC where they had a huge freaking communique about what they plan on doing with freaking Marvel. Warner Brothers, not so much.
D23 is this weekend.
Yeah. Freaking D23, it just started popping off when it was yesterday. As of yesterday, it's when it freaking stopped popping off, and then they started breaking out some stuff yesterday. The other day, like around the 7th or the 8th, is when Disney actually had their earnings call. And they said for the first time in like 5 years or so, it's the first time they've actually made money off of the Disney Plus streaming service, right?
Holy shit.
And which would make them the first streaming service to actually make money. The first. And after that, you know what happened to the stock after that? It absolutely fucking tanked. Because they know, especially if you're a Disney Plus subscriber like me, you fucking know they're absolutely fucking lying, right? So for instance, I got my.
Let me ask you a question. If they're making money, though, why did I just get an email saying, "Would you like to upgrade your subscription to the Disney Plus Hulu Max combo plan?"
So that is what they talked about because.
Watch,
in
I
fact,
actually
they're getting ready to get.
take them off because I can save myself, so I can just put all my things into that and not to pay an extra $15 for Max anymore?
Well, so they're in fact they're getting ready to get sued because they're not going to do the whole movie thing, right? What they are going to compile together is the sports stuff. So the Warner Brothers sports, along with the Hulu, they're going to put that all in one big sports package. I think it was going to cost something like $90 a month, which is also going to hold DAZN and all the other good stuff. So that will actually have some value. Um, but in the meantime, if you're a subscriber, like if one of the subscribers like me, I got my Disney Plus stuff, the ESPN, through Verizon, right? And you said, hey, if you sign up now, you get like 4 to 5 months for free. And I think my subscription is just coming up now. It's like going to end, right? So just in time for this quarterly report. So that means I got to stay on top of it. I'm probably going to freaking cancel because there's nothing that's coming out for a while that's going to pique my interest. So if you know that, then you know, especially because there was some stuff going down with HBO Max a few months ago, where so say for instance you got your subscription through one, like say Verizon or AT&T, right? And then it stopped, and then you actually had to start. They gave it to you for free, and then it stopped, and then you had to actually start paying for it. That counted as two different freaking people on their logs, and people sued them for it. But HBO Warner Brothers won. So after that, now we're like, oh, everybody gets to do the same thing. So you think that Disney is doing the same thing? They're probably counting. They're probably counting guys like me, not as one or two, but probably six different people. Why? You say, what do you mean six? That means Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN, ESPN Plus, and that's twice because that's me getting off for free and then having to go onto the paid. So they're like, man, they are crazy coming up with these crazy freaking numbers. It's probably not true. In the meantime, the Disney parks are freaking failing. Um, and we went from $120 worth of stock. Now it's worth at like 86.21. It was actually worse than that. It was actually at $84. I'm putting my price target at 73, which was what it was last October. So I'm thinking it's going back to 73. What I'm saying is, um, don't wait for it. Just put in like, hey, an automatic. Let's put in an automatic for 60 days. That if it ever goes down to 73, it'll pick it up and then you'll be ready.
I'm
But
taking notes.
yeah, so yeah, there's
There's
and IDW. IDW actually had an interesting time this week because they usually hover around 35 to 50, but they actually went down to 24 because they are hemorrhaging freaking money. So they are a good value pickup at 24. Fox News, Live News, anything that um, has a news station, especially if it's a conservative news station, pick it up on the freaking cheap because within the next few months, you know that every type of voter, especially a conservative voter, is going to be tuning in to listen to those guys, and that's going to make them money. So
money,
here
money,
we
money,
yes.
money. Yeah,
So
yeah.
here we go.
Yo.
It's time to bring in not the best, not the ugliest, the motherfucking greatest, Sir Christopher, the motherfucking greatest. How's it going, brother?
All right, how you doing, bro?
What's up,
How's
Chris?
everybody
All
doing
right.
tonight?
Fucking trying to
I'm
get
feeling my
fucking drunk,
age, but I
man.
can't complain.
Trying to bring back the drunken chat, man. You know how it is.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan to me.
I heard that click. Wolverine has that stick. We got that click click.
Click, click, click.
But you are just in time because I just got telling people, the state of the market because look, we had some interesting stuff. Disney had their SEC, they had the earnings call, they We got Disney 23 happening. We've had the jobs call freaking happening. We got the interest rates talk freaking bubbling and everything. And I think what's underlying a lot of things that people are not tracking is that a lot of banks are sending these notices and emails to their customers saying, "Hey, if you are going to be keep using your credit card in the future, like around October or so, they are going to start accruing the interest daily." And
Wow.
you're like, okay, what does that mean? That could be crazy because that means that a lot of money, because I know there's a lot of comic book speculators and money buyers out there that use their credit cards. So that is going to be a lot of money. That's all going to be out of the freaking market, which means stuff might get freaking cheaper. People are going to try and move books in order to get those, get those averages freaking down. So that is something that you're going to want to look for in between September and October, especially at the end of October when people hit the realization, and it's right before November, which is that Thanksgiving vacation time. So look out for that.
For the holidays is when things are going to get fucked.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be hitting harder, even harder. So you're going to see a lot more books out there on the market, as well as some of these stocks are going to be freaking cheaper, unless the Fed cuts that interest rate, which people are expecting them to do, but I don't think they really want to unless the job rate goes a little bit higher. All right. So how are we doing? Right? If you are following the 15th, once again, please ignore me. Ignore this. Don't. This is me officially saying, don't do what I do. But this is the Drunken Chat freaking stocks. How did we do? Well, we did better, 2% better than our nearest competitors in the fucking markets. We had an over this past week, we averaged 6.19, better than the average market, better than the S&P 500, better than a Dow Jones and a Nasdaq and a Russell 200. We're just fucking crushing it and fucking killing it. Not as good as when I freaking started it, because when I started this was at like 1600, but we're still freaking going better. And once again, we're topping out like by Netflix, Apple, which is surprising to me because people are talking a lot of shit about these guys. Scholastic, which is the kids book freaking company, coming out of nowhere. Walt Disney, that should not even be there, but it's still up there. It's still doing okay. But once again, like I just said before you came on, Christopher, the target price that you should buy Walt Disney should be $73.99 right now. This is where I see it freaking going. Hasbro, in fact, Hasbro's doing good. In fact, the Drunken Chat store is now officially selling more toys than we are fucking comics for the first time. Well, for the second time right now. We are so yeah. Hasbro's doing okay right now because they got that Optimus Prime Rosen robot, and now they got a Megatron robot that's coming out pretty soon. Mattel, which is not doing too well, which is weird because they just had that Barbie movie, but I guess people have forgotten about that. And Comcast, which people are forgetting that they've had pretty good movies that are coming out. And what's interesting is I look at the middle of the pack is Warner Brothers Discovery. They just announced that they lost $19 million. They lost
I just heard about this today.
They lost 19 million freaking dollars, yet people are still fucking with them. So take that for what you want. I think people are freaking crazy. But we'll go into some of that of what's happening, because I think people are like, because like it was like me, like people are trying to pick it up for cheap. For instance, I think $6.99 is cheap. That's a good freaking buy. And I think Warner Brothers still does a dividend, if I'm not mistaken. So if Warner Brothers is doing a dividend at 703, definitely freaking pick it up, but I'm not sure. I can't remember right now. I know Paramount does. I know Paramount and Walt Disney, they definitely do freaking dividends. All right. So here is the big elephant in the fucking room that we gotta talk about because it's been about 2 weeks since we've actually got together, guys. Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay,
Awesome.
it is now at what is over 1 billion worldwide. Right.
Yep.
I know you guys have probably seen it, maybe seen it. If you don't haven't seen it, go get the fuck off my show. I'm just playing.
That's the first time
Um,
I've heard him say that in a while.
well, hey, the tequila, margarita tequila. All right, I saw it. I didn't see. I was at an STC. Everybody had seen it. I hadn't seen it until I got back. Um, what did you guys think? Because I'll quickly, very 10 seconds, tell you what I thought. If you are a Marvel fan, right, and you've been seeing all the stuff for the last 23 years, this is the movie for you. If you've been in the Reddit fucking, in the Reddit freaking chats, this movie is absolutely for you. But if you're outside that fucking bubble of obsessively going through all that shit, you're not gonna know what in the fuck is going on. What about you guys? What did you guys think?
Yeah, dude, I thought it was fucking amazing.
It was a great movie. And I went with it with people who aren't necessarily in our bubble, and they had a good time with it too.
Yeah. Like for the direction of it, I'm happy that it wasn't just a straight cameo fest, like, they had cameos in it, but I did feel like I enjoyed the movie regardless, and I feel like the cameos just didn't do anything but boost the shit up, So all the legacy characters that, we've gotten so far, and some plot leaks have come out, and they stated like Nicolas Cage was originally supposed to be in it, but right now, Marvel is cutting back on
they
what they're
said that
paying
was
for
gonna
CGI.
fill up the budget.
Yeah. And Chris Evans cameo already shot it up quite a bit, right? So,
and they
they
even
got
kept a bit in the scene.
they got even more, money to disperse because they're bringing a lot of people back. I think that we'll probably see Blade again because of the reception that it got from it. So I feel like it's a good chance we'll see him again by Secret Wars, even if it's only like a couple of second cameo. But
and actually, Ryan Reynolds just came out and said he wants to see a Logan-style farewell movie for Wesley Snipes' Blade.
Yeah. I would be down with that. So that's what should happen, right? Let's do a goodbye movie for Blade. Then you can bring out his fucking daughter, right?
Bring out whatever they want to
Bloodline, right? Bloodline, do the Dracula thing. Hey, let's do a what if with the Blood Hunt. Let's get on with this, right? This Mashra Shah Ali. It is the most unfortunate film because I've seen up close everything that's been happening with it, to include because it was actually supposed to shoot close to where I live at, and I actually got some permission passes to be there on set to watch it what happened. It was like, 2 months, all you got to do is take this paper and then it was like, oh wait, we can't do this now because of fucking reasons. It was like, okay, crazy. There's like 2 strikes happening, COVID's fucking happening, all this wild shit that's been happening. And then on top of that, now people are just pissed, right? Because, I don't want to do this because I don't like the direction. No, you're pissed because you signed up to do this other fucking movie, and then it kind of conflicted with your freaking time. So you just wanted to throw that bitch fit. And then when you went to go do that other fucking movie, nothing's fucking happening with that movie. So if you haven't noticed that, Mahershala Ali hasn't showed up in something in a little bit. So, but yeah, man, freaking the it is a great way to freaking call back almost all the good shit that you've done over the last 2 years. Because I think that's where it hits its note, right? It's like, hey, we have had some absolutely shit, right? But guess what? We actually hit some notes with the Loki fucking show, right? We are trying to get this bullshit off the ground with the Fantastic Four, with with fucking Blade, with this Daredevil shit. It's just not happening. So just bear with us. And there's so much like you say, there's so much stuff going on, man. I think it's definitely worth its $1 billion freaking dollars. Now I think I'm trying to remember are we at the second week or the third week? We're at the third
We're
week.
think that
So it's
this
got it's
is
got
our
one.
came out on the
Yeah,
24th, so this is going into our third week. Yeah.
yeah. So it's got this one more weekend to make its money. And then the theaters start making their money. And I think as man, the Alamo has been packed. Alamo has been packed. When I went to see it in the when my wife went to see it at the AMC, she said it was fucking packed. So they're just gonna be making they're gonna be making their freaking bones.
Yeah,
The only thing that's stopping it from making even more money is that it's fucking rated R, right? So
Yeah.
so good
They
on them,
said
man.
that it's taken the best I think the eighth best domestically released rated R movie in history right now.
yep.
So it's the most grossed R-rated movie ever in history right now.
I wonder what's the number one. This is like Basic Instinct or some shit. That's the only rated R that that I think
Well, I
deserves.
would think, like at least the Spider-Man, maybe No Way Home, or fucking not R-rated. I'm thinking just general. So, but yeah, R-rated specifically, I can't think of shit either.
I can think of
Um,
maybe Terminator
one
2 maybe on that list somewhere.
maybe John Wick 2 or something, or the first
Yeah,
John Wick.
I would have to
Okay,
look.
here we go. Uh, see this. These numbers don't make any fucking sense. Well, I guess maybe. So Joker made 1 billion. Then Oppenheimer, right? So I can see that because Oppenheimer came out at the same time as that Barbie movie, so it was calling it Barbieheimer, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
So Barbie made just under 1 billion. Now Deadpool Wolverine is number three on that list, just under Oppenheimer. And
Wow.
then four and five is Deadpool 2 and then Deadpool 1.
All right.
yeah.
And then yeah, it's a pretty good freaking list on here, man. I'm looking at Matrix Reloaded,
Okay.
It,
I can see that.
uh Detective Chinatown. I've never seen that, but I do see Logan on here. Number 10, Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, I do remember that movie making numbers, dude.
I forgot. I forgot that was rated R.
Yeah, whose mom didn't drag them in there to see that?
I remember everyone was dragging anyone they could find to go. Like, you gotta come see this movie, and not even telling them what it was until they got to the theater.
Yeah,
So the list for the animated films is even more interesting because you got Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Sausage Party, and then Evangelion, and then South Park, and then Demon Slayer again. Um,
Nice. South Park. Bigger, longer, not cut is in the top 5.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, man, freaking. I love the characters that they decided to freaking leave in there. I love the callback to the freaking Loki season. There's so much stuff that they could pull out of this whole Thor and freaking Loki thing. They just need to freaking take their freaking time. Um, I feel, what's the shame about Loki is I feel like there's so much stuff. There's so many Easter eggs that are inside of fucking Loki that people are not freaking tracking. Um, so, for instance, there's a train scene in Loki, and people are not tracking that there's three different fucking Lokis that are on that fucking train. There's three different motherfuckers on that fucking train, and it's fucking wild. Um, but yeah, man, freaking pulling back X-23, Elektra, where she's talking about fucking her boy, man. It's fucking wild, man. So Um, man, you're talking about shit. Mobile was talking about, yeah, you're gonna have to do this for 90 more fucking years. Oh man, it's fucking great. So that is $1 billion that's going in fucking Disney's fucking pocket. But hopefully they won't get fucking yippy and decide to spend all that money on some other bullshit. Um, and we can say if you just look at this fucking this outfit, right? I mean these people right here, you can see that there is a diversity of people in here, right? So they want to do a diverse thing. You can fucking do it. You can absolutely fucking do it. But there's a way to go about
They
fucking doing
already
it.
have it.
You can fucking do it. But guess what? If they fucking show up on my fucking screen, they better be beating somebody's ass. Okay. I don't want I don't want if you can see us talk about our fucking feelings and hugging trees and buying collars for our fucking puppies and all that other shit, No, let's okay, you're fucking Pakistani? Alright, Pakistani, let's go. Fucking beat somebody's fucking ass. That's all I want to fucking see. That's all I care about. So but here we go. Alright, so though Marvel's Deadpool Wolverine was an amazing fucking great fucking joint. It had zero narrative. The narrative absolutely fucking sucked. I love the fact that it was trying to bring up the whole nexus of realities things. Of which Swamp Thing, he's like the major big guy, but they decided to go with Deadpool Wolverine for this one. Fine, great. But they're trying to get that clicking, great. But otherwise, it's not really a narrative, but everything else is fucking perfect, right?
Yeah, the only catch is
Here's
right now is that I feel like they're going in two directions right now. They got people going in two directions with this shit. One, because everybody is still wondering about Kang. We know Doom is coming and shit, but they're still wondering about Kang, right? So it's like in the direction that they're going
so
now.
here's the beautiful part of that.
Yeah,
The dude that was fucking around with the Time Ripper thing, right? At one point, he admits he's like, "I don't want to just work for the TVA. I want to be the Time Lords." That's a total fucking Kang thing.
yeah,
That's fucking King. There was a whole fucking 5 book miniseries where fucking King did exactly that. He fucking built this fucking machine so he could become the fucking Time Lord. Because King used to work for the Time Lords, and he built this fucking thing to become the fucking Time Lords, not realizing that the Time Lords were fucking setting his ass up.
yeah.
Because they wanted to get out of that fucking cycle, so they set his ass up so that he would do exactly that, and then now he's gonna be stuck in that fucking time cycle. So
Yeah, but this is it's that, but it's also like with how they ended Quantum Mania with that post credit scene, they still have to handle
Quantum
that
Mania is
shit. You know
terrible.
what I mean?
Quantum Mania is fucking terrible. Just a
It,
waste of so much fucking talent on that
but
fucking screen.
this is the couple of things that I took from some of these movies, right? And the biggest one from Deadpool and Wolverine would be the fact that there's anchor beings, right? And when you think about the
The Nexus of
whole
Realities. Yep.
yeah, but like look, when you think about that, right? It's like how are you going to do this? Because for one, the way they made it seem is like, okay, if your anchor being dies in that universe, then your universe slowly dies and decays, right? And the only other person that I can match up to even having a role like that anywhere near Secret Wars would be Molecule Man. So are they using anchor beings to replace
So gotta
Molecule Man?
remember,
That's what I was
so
wondering.
gotta remember, he's fucking lying. The only person that says that is that fucking I forget the name of that dude, and
Paradox.
he's fuck
Yeah.
right Paradox, and he's fucking lying. He's just doing that to manipulate Deadpool to do whatever the fuck he wants because he's trying to get that time runner fucking running. So that's out. That's not a fucking thing, right? He is Nexus of all realities. That is a freaking thing. So, for instance,
Yeah.
Wolverine is a Nexus. Deadpool was a Nexus. Wanda, Maximoff, Scarlet Witch, she's a Nexus. Fucking the Man Thing and his son, they are Nexuses. Um, But the whole thing where if the Nexus fucking dies, it fucking goes away. That's not how it fucking works at all. Uh, so I think
That's how they
right
explained it. That's and I don't think it was just
that's how he
paradox.
explained it. Right, that's how he explained it. But that's not
Because
how it
if
fucking
you
works.
remember when old girl came at the end and the TVA girl, right?
Mhm.
And she was kind of bringing all the rest of them back to Deadpool's world, right? I
Mhm.
thought that kind of was established, like that he was like replacing the other Logan as a Nexus being in a way, right? So I just thought that's the route that they were going because I've been reading all these different plot leaks and shit about these anchor being terms being thrown around in the plot
Right.
leaks and shit, especially
Because
Kang Dynasty.
right, and that's the amazing thing about it is that people are getting wrapped around it, not realizing that he was absolutely fucking lying to manipulate Deadpool to do what he wanted to do because he wanted to get the time ripper
Yeah,
freaking going. So he could be the Time Lord. So he was going to say any type of bullshit that he wanted, right? He was like, "Oh man, you gotta fucking, cause that fucking dude died like 40 years later. Now your fucking thing is all fucked up. The fuck? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Cause he's absolutely fucking lying about some shit that doesn't make it. And even though and he was like, "Oh, he late, yeah, fucking look at the fucking screen. Yeah, that's your shit." Like no, dude, like if you look around the fucking thing, go back, look around the fucking thing. There's like literally 70 fucking 80 other fucking screens. I could show. I could look. I could show you a piece of receipt that says I'm a fucking millionaire. That doesn't mean it's fucking true. So people getting wrapped around this fucking axle of a known fucking liar, and he's using what was the word that he's using for these people? The anchors.
anchor beings. Yeah,
Yeah, the anchors are not a thing in the Marvel universe. They're called Nexus of reality.
but see, like I know all that shit. That's why I was like are they trying to explain that with this movie for you to
I
take that
think
away
so.
from the movie? Because we already touched on Nexus beings in WandaVision, so
Right. It
I
was
didn't
in
feel like they were
WandaVision
explaining
and
that.
what was the Strange Mania? What was that last
Um,
movie? It was a Strange
a
Mania. It was
multiverse
the
of madness.
there you go. Because Chavez, she was supposed to be a Nexus. Actually, I'm gonna have to go back because I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah,
I don't
because the
think
only
she
thing
was.
was Scarlet Witch was
I'm
the
not.
only Nexus
Yeah,
being like that they even mentioned. But the way they explained it in WandaVision, I just felt like they
salute.
explained Nexus beings with that because especially with that little dream shit with Doctor Strange where she had the Nexus of reality pills and shit, right?
Yeah,
So they kind of explained Nexus realities, but it seemed like Marvel was trying to introduce this anchor being term
yeah.
because originally, like now, supposedly they released the plot leaks, for Avengers 5. They said Marvel released what was going to happen in Avengers Kang Dynasty, right? And
Mhm.
it highlighted Doom going around to these different universes, killing these different anchor beings. So when I read that, and then after seeing Deadpool and Wolverine, I'm the one that kind of like matched it up, and I'm just like, okay, well, are they going to use that to destroy the universe and have the incursions happen faster? Because if you remember, you got Molecule Man in the universe, and that's acting like a bomb. So if the Beyonders, thought that that universe was a waste, they can just blow up Molecule Man in that universe. So the way I looked at it, since they're telling the story of Secret Wars, I thought that they were kind of using the anchor beings, character like the title type thing to
Uh,
replace Molecule Man in this larger plot of scheme. You know what I mean? Because they originally were saying that Kang was supposed. Remember, we talked about it, how Kang was supposed to come back as a Beyonder variant and all that good shit, and then somebody was supposed to kill him and all that good shit. So I just thought they were
I,
still explaining that way.
yeah, so I like the way you guys are thinking. I think, however, what they do need to introduce is the fact that Kang is not just a black guy.
Yeah,
He's a black guy. He's a white guy. He's a guy from fucking Egypt. He's all types of fucking people.
yeah,
He gets reincarnated. He gets resurrected. resurrected. He is dead. He is risen. He will come again.
Yeah.
So if they can fucking do that, they'll be fucking fine.
King, come again.
Yeah, because the other leak they were
Come
talking about
again.
that is that they
Adam,
were going to
quiet down. We'll
recast,
get to Project Pegasus in a little bit.
like
King will come
fucking
again.
yeah, they
He'll
were going to
do all
recast him
these
as a bunch of
old
different
time
actors.
facials.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what they should have did. In fact, the thing that made me the most pissed off about the what movie was it? The Quantumanium, where they had all the different freaking Kangs out there.
Yeah, in the post credit scene.
That's Quantumania.
Yeah, I did not like that because if you're going to do that, you need to show different types of fucking Kangs instead of just the one motherfucker same motherfucker like 1,000 fucking times. No, break it up. Show that there's a whole different bunch of fucking Kangs that are different
Yeah.
freaking races and all that other stuff.
Because even then, Kevin Feige, when that movie came out and he was doing the little, interviews that they do for the films, even he was like, we didn't see the definitive Kang yet. He's still coming type shit. But that was before all the
Yeah.
Jonathan Major shit happened.
Yeah. So we can wax Wayne all day. We probably will. We'll man. I actually did you guys get together on Wednesday? Do a show on Wednesday?
I think that was Tuesday.
Yeah, I
Tuesday?
think it was Tuesday.
I really wanted. I was driving home from work. And I was like, man, if these motherfuckers are doing a show, I'm definitely going to get on with these motherfuckers. And then I fucking did all my shit. Did all my shit with my fucking kids. And then, I'm in bed. I'm like, fuck. They probably did a fucking show without me. God damn it. Forgot again. Okay, but
I was also having technical difficulties with StreamYard and Tuesday night too.
yeah, no, that's my fucking fault. I need to get my shit together. All right, so Deadpool and Wolverine narratively, in if you're a fucking writer, is absolutely fucking horrid, and fucking terrible. Great for fucking money, but fucking terrible. Trap, however, with Josh Hartnett is fucking amazing. And there's so many people that are trashing this fucking movie. And what they say brings joy to my fucking heart because that means that these motherfuckers are so fucking stupid. Well, here's the trailers. There's the trailer, and then here's what actually is going on. And it's fucking beautiful. You know why? Because the shit that just happens in this fucking movie just happened to Taylor fucking Swift. Did you know that within the last 2 days they uncovered a assassination attempt against Taylor Swift? Did you hear
Get
about
the
that?
fuck out of here, really?
I didn't.
Yes. The guy was found with guns and weapons and rounds and ISIS paraphernalia. And that's exactly what happens in this fucking movie. So the shit that with Taylor Swift pops off maybe like a week or two after Trap comes out. And it's fucking so all these motherfuckers that was talking shit, you need to shut the fuck up. Yep. Jersey to 2 Bay. Yep. Taylor Swift has to cancel 3 shows because for some fucking reason ISIS has it against her. ISIS is trying to fucking kill her and her fucking fans.
Wow.
Why?
So
Fucking wow. That's crazy.
So
and you know what?
So read up on that news and then go see this fucking film.
Yeah, because I was listening to all the fucking reviews, dude. I watched at least like 10 fucking reviews on it.
Yeah.
And everybody trashed this and fucking Borderland. And I was
Because
just
they're
like,
fucking stupid. And if they say, oh, there's no fucking twist, you're fucking stupid. Because he's not the only fucking serial killer in this motherfucker.
so was it his daughter or what? Spoil it for
I'm
me.
not
I
gonna
don't
fucking
give a
tell you.
fuck.
I'm gonna let you go fucking watch it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
'cause
let you go fucking watch it.
Yeah, because I
Maybe
was
or wait until it comes out on Prime or some other shit.
I was beyond intrigued about the fucking movie, you know, like when I first saw the trailers. So that's why I was looking at the reviews so heavy, and I was disappointed when they started trashing that shit, you know.
Those motherfuckers don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I literally saw. I was listening. Oh man, this shit was fucking terrible. And then there is no twist. What the fuck? The fact that they think that there is no twist is proof of what M. Night Lion was trying to fucking say the whole fucking time. It is literally a message about like, hey, you missed the fucking twist about what the fuck was really going on because you are the way the fuck you are. And people shit. He said he was fucking spitting game in this fucking movie. It's probably his best fucking movie. Psycho there's a first premise of, hey, a psycho fucking serial killer in the world of this pop teen fucking super fucking star. But then there's all this other, just so much other stuff going on, and if you are fucking deaf, you will fucking miss it. So I am definitely fucking go either go see it, or if you think you're good, or fucking wait for it to come out, but definitely try it.
It's
Definitely
up
go
on
see
the
it.
site. I was about to watch it the other night, so it's up there.
But I will say now that like Jersey 2 Bay say, hey, Swift had to cancel 3 shows for a
Damn.
situation that was just like this. Just like this. Go ahead and boogie your ass down to the fucking down to the fucking theater and see this shit. All right. All right. So now that we've talked about fucking movies a little bit, we're not done talking about all the fucking movie shit. Let's talk about SDCC. Was down there for two weeks ago, and let me say, um, I think I've been to maybe about like 5 different freaking shows. There's Philadelphia Comic Con, Awesome Con in DC, um, the Richmond joint, Baltimore Comic Con, which is my main freaking staple. Um, Fairfax. I've been to a bunch of fucking sports cards cons, and now STCC. The only reason why I went down to STCC is because they had a retailers fucking luncheon. I missed the lunar one, but I went down to the Diamond Retailers luncheon. They talked about a whole bunch of stuff, which was actually pushing some stuff that was on the top 10. And I'll talk about that a little bit. And let me tell you, in fact, I'll give you the words of my fucking my youngest. He was like, I don't understand why we have to get on the fucking plane to just go to a fucking Comic Con when we could just go to the one in Baltimore. And yeah, I owe an apology to Marvel, right? Because I was always clowning them because for the last 2 to 3 years, they actually pulled out of the San Diego Comic Con to do their own thing, right? And now I get why, because there's just too much bullshit, right? There's not enough. They had stuff here, but there's not enough time to connect with what Marvel was trying to push out. There's too many fucking lines at fucking San Diego Comic Con, right? Like, hey, if there's something cool, there's fucking lines. The H Hall, right, which is where like the big shit was.
Yeah.
To get into the line to get into that, you had to go into another line 2 miles, and I counted it because I had my fucking Samsung fucking smartwatch. You had to go 2 miles down the road to get into the line to get your bags checked or to go through the security check. Once you get through that, then you get into the fucking real line, and then you waited out there for like a half an hour, a fucking hour, in the 85-degree fucking weather of fucking San Diego, and it was fucking hot. So I am not a line person. I'm like, fuck this shit. I could be at fucking home, fucking, eating chicken wings or watching porn rather than sitting in the fucking line. I'm not about that
There
shit,
you go, sir.
you know. Um, so me and my son, we looked at each other. He looked at me. I looked at him. I was like, I'm not about the fucking line. He's like, I'm not about the fucking line either. No, you fucking booked me. We did go through halls A through H. The problem with all A through H is like if you had to go to the fucking bathroom and you were in hall like C, you had to go outside to go down to hall fucking F where the men's room is to fucking go to the fucking bathroom unless you were on like the fucking second floor. They were obsessed with making fucking lines. Mr. Beast. In fact, do I have that shit? I don't think I had that shit. No. Mr. Beast, who is a popular YouTube star, he just broke a toy line, right? Just published that shit. So they actually had an exhibit for his new toy line. And as I was walking by, we were talking with the guy. He was like, "Yeah, man, this is Mr. Beast's new toys." I was like, "Oh, fuck, great." And he was like, "Yeah, you could actually win some." I was like, "Oh, how do I win some?" He was like, "Oh, you could just get in the fucking line behind these get in this fucking line, and then when you get in, you push the fucking red button, and you can fucking win some shit." I was like, "Oh," and the line doesn't look that long. So I get in the line. It's like, "Oh, no, the actual line is over there, and it's like 500 yards away." And I turn the corner to look at this fucking line, and there is like 100 people in this fucking line to get in to see Mr. Beast. That unless you're fucking under like 18 or like YouTube, you don't know who the fucking Mr. Beast is. Mind you, Mr. Beast is getting his ass ate up about all the shit of underage people and fucking lotteries and scamming people. He's got all types of weird shit going on right now. But so with all that said, the best part did happen to be, and thank you to Diamond, it did happen to be the retailers luncheon where they did break a bunch of stuff like, hey, there's going to be a new Spider Girl, and hey, there's going to be a new Daredevil. The not excuse me, not Daredevil. Deadpool. There's going to be a new Deadpool girl. The new Deadpool girl is going to be the daughter of Deadpool, Ellie Wilson, and she's at some point I guess she's old enough now. She's going to be freaking Deadpool.
Yeah, she was getting trained by Taskmaster in the last issue.
Yeah, I lost a couple of issues.
Yeah.
So and the rest of the guys broke something off. I've got a whole bunch of slides. I'm too fucking drunk to put that shit in now. So maybe I'll put that in another fucking podcast or something like that. But yeah, man. So I guess the question to you guys, because I guess the biggest news that was out there was Robert Downey Jr. coming back into the MCU. They got desperate. They say, "Hey, work with what works. Let's bring up my man back, RDJ." and let me tell you the story before I let you guys answer it, because the question is going to be like, how do you guys feel about it? Let me tell you the story. So 5-6 years ago, before I was even like a retailer like I am now, or even like a big podcaster, I was in line at my local comic book store, and it was free comic book day, and there was loads of people just waiting outside the free comic book store, and there was parents with their freaking kids, and there was everything, right? And the parents, mostly moms, were talking about state of the MCU, which was kind of wild, I was like, oh, okay, the moms are into this MCU thing. It's fucking wow. Okay, and they was like, yeah, you know, and I would have thought they would have been all about Thor. I forget the name of the actor that plays Thor, but no, their man was Robert Downey fucking Jr. So so once they fucking killed him off, like a year later, I was like, shit, I don't know what direction they're going to go. So that apart from the side, how do you guys feel? Because I know they brought it back for the females, they brought it back for the women. How do you guys feel about them bringing back Robert Downey Jr.? Now there's no Iron Man, because we thought if he was going to be brought back, he was going to be brought back as a hologram or some shit. How do you guys feel about them bringing him back, not just to the MCU, but as a villain? How do you guys feel about that?
Adam, you want to take this first, or?
Yeah, let me just finish eating. Now that I swallowed the rainbow, aka Skittles.
You swallowed the rainbow. All right, unicorn.
The Skittles are awesome. They're like the greatest candy of all time.
All right, go ahead.
Shut the fuck up. Drunken clown.
Hey, you've been asking for this for months, man. Let's go.
True. I mean, I'm happy about it. But there's nothing in the format that says roast blind Adam. There's another show. Let's see. I feel like I've been talking about this nonstop on Awesome Sauce Radio for the past almost 3 weeks now, and I'm gonna give this a chance. I think he's gonna play an amazing villain for some reason. There's other actors who may be able to pull Doom off better. What's his face? The dude that got playing Sidewinder and Brave New World, I thought would have been a better Doom than RDJ. But I'm gonna give it a shot. But hey, Mickey Mouse is just like, oh boy, I'll put some money in the motherfucking MCU. What do I got? We gotta make the money back. Donald, get the fucking board in here now. Oh boy. He sat them down. He's like, we need to start making fucking money with Marvel, or I'm gonna be pissed. Oh boy. And they all sat around as Donald and Goofy and Pluto had guns to their heads. You better make Master Mickey some money now.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, well, Mr. Mouse, why don't we bring back Robert Downey Jr. and have him play Dr. Doom in Avengers Doomsday? And Mickey was like, ha, oh boy, that's a pretty good fucking idea. Now give me some prostitutes and some blow. Ha, oh boy.
What's sad is that I could actually imagine that fucking happening with Bob Iger. Bob Iger and Kevin Feige being the fucking bitch boy running around doing all that shit. I forgot to tell you about the other part of the retailer lunch. So me and my son, we had just ran in from a screening of Alien Romulus and Snowpiercer. I even forgot that Snowpiercer was even a fucking thing. So we had ran in, we were late to the retail luncheon, right? So we were found our fucking seat at the retail luncheon. And we're sitting down and they're fucking starting, they're fucking going in, right? And there is this loud fucking guy behind us. Oh, that's bullshit. Yeah, that's really what the fucking retailers fucking want. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, oh yeah, that's what we want. Fuck you. How about you lower the fucking prices? Oh yeah, you're gonna send us 150s? How are the 50s gonna ride when your packages and boxes are all fucked up, right? And I'm like, who is this motherfucker? Right? Like this dude is loud. This dude is fucking loud. So sure enough, a fire alarm goes off. Right, a fire fucking alarm goes off. Right, so we got up and we run out. He's like, "Yeah, go that way. You're gonna all fucking die." Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? And I turn around to look at who the fuck is talking, and it is Dennis fucking Barger, the Wonder World Comics. God bless that fucking man. And I'm like,
I have to ask you, is it Dennis? Was it Dennis?
It was Dennis. I'm like, Dennis, what's up? It's Lucas. He was like, hey, man. And we gave each other a hug. He was like, I was like, hey, what's going on, man? He was like, hey, good to see you. We got to get the fuck out of here. Don't follow that guy. That guy's going to fucking die. So we're like, oh, shit. So we run back in because there was literally an exit sign, right? And we run out to the exit signs. But when we run out to the exercise, there's just security guys, and the security guys are not moving. They're just fucking chilling. They're like, what the fuck? So we run back in, and then we're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And now all of a sudden, everybody's out on the fucking roof for some fucking reason. And then everything calmed down. They were like, oh, it was just a fire in the fucking kitchen, whatever. So we all went back to the retail luncheon, and this dude, he did not fucking stop until he decided, oh, I need a fucking smoke break. And he just fucking leaves, like, in the middle of this shit. But yeah, fucking, it was great to fucking finally meet fucking Dennis. Totally in his fucking element. I apologize to Brian and Aaron, who I didn't get to meet up with, and Stranger Comics and Rochelyn and Maria Wolf and Bird City. Apparently they were there. I went to their fucking booth and they were like, they had no idea who the fuck they were. It was like, what? It was crazy because Bird City on their Instagram, they have their comics that they have for specifically for STCC, right? And they're like, hey, go to this booth to buy our shit. I was like, oh, okay. I'm just going to go there and see if Lauren and Anthony are there. They had no idea who these motherfuckers were. I was like, what? I was like, hey, is Lauren and Anthony there? They're like, well, we just sell the fucking comics. I was like, okay, I see how it is. These motherfuckers are just big timing. All right. In the meantime, I'm in Instagram and I'm like, hey, where the fuck you motherfuckers at? Oh, we're at the bar down the fucking street. What? Oh, man, that's our people, man. These motherfuckers are just wild. They go to the events, they say hi, and they take pictures, and they just immediately go to the fucking bar. And I know that's true because when I was at Baltimore Comic Con, and I got Aaron into the retailers fucking thing, and it was a big hootie doo, right? They gave us breakfast and lunch, and then the dinner was like with maitre d's and all this other shit, right? And when I came back to the fucking dinner, I was sitting at the fucking table by myself with with fucking strangers. But even though Aaron and I forget the one chick from Comic Book Women, she was actually there. And I'm like,
is that when him and Jen were getting shit pissed?
It might have been Jen.
It was either Jen or Sarah. One of the two.
Man, dinner is about to start. Where the fuck you at? And he was like, oh, I'm at the bar down the fucking street. I was like, yo. I was like, y'all need to come. Is you coming back? He was like, nah, man, we're good. Like, all right, man. But that's how, I guess that's how it is, man. You fucking go there to fucking meet up with the fucking people. The only problem is that the retailers, a lot of them were just fucking stuck up. They were like old, like 60 to 70 years old. So I wasn't really feeling them, but yeah, I probably should. As soon as I found out that Aaron and I think Ninth was out there at STCC as well. So it was Ninth, Aaron, and Laura from Bird City. They actually met up with Maria, and they were just at the fucking bar chilling. As soon as I heard, I couldn't fucking do that because I had my fucking son with me. I couldn't do that shit. Otherwise, I would have fucking totally fucking bailed. But yeah, man, fucking, it was a good time to be had. I will say, because SDCC, it has been complaining that the hotels around the area are too fucking expensive. Absolutely too fucking expensive. Because I remember when I looked into it, I had my sister look into it. We're talking about $300 to $400 a night for some of these fucking hotels. It's just fucking ridiculous. The SDCC has been complaining and say, hey, maybe they won't do it. I think they said they'll do one more year, but after that, they don't know if they're going to do it anymore.
I think past 2026 is when they're thinking of moving.
Yeah, which I think is fine. Um, they should probably do so. Here's what I did. Right, you're like, oh, how can you? I can't afford shit. Right. So here's what I did. That's why I went down to Tijuana. Right, which is literally it's like I think it was like $9 and then an Uber ride from the fucking border to the fucking convention center. That's all I fucking did every fucking day. Like $9.08. Hey, let's fucking roll. The only problem was, and I'm not gonna get political with this shit, is that the border was kind of fucked up, right? Lanes that should have been open wasn't open, but otherwise it was an okay experience. Pueblo Amigo fucking took care of me. They had these fucking, it's a casino at the bottom of the fucking hotel.
I have an important question, sir.
Yes, sir.
Did you see a donkey show?
I know, because your ass didn't show up, motherfucker. If you had shown up, I would have had all the the justification in the world. Hey, baby, Adam is here. I gotta take him out in the fucking streets to show him fucking Tijuana, and then we would have been fucking rolling. Otherwise, it was like, nah, man, like, nah, I couldn't fucking do it.
Next year, after seeing everyone in the community who I love like family out there, it made me get nostalgic, and I definitely want to do it next year. Plus, I'm not going to talk about this on air, but because of my disability, I know how to play the disabled card with that convention to a point where it really does some good stuff.
Right. So I will give the STCC this is that they had a whole area that was just blocked off for people with disabilities. Right?
Yeah,
so I will give them that
permission to, because out of all the conventions in the industry, you guys can give San Diego all the shit you want. When it comes to how they treat their the disabled fan, there's nothing better.
Yeah,
I've been going to the convention on and off since 1996.
Yeah.
When it comes to going there to a convention by myself, San Diego is one of the top 3 conventions for me to go by myself because I know they have staff there to help me out if I need it.
Okay.
And
okay.
to a point where
we're gonna have to plan that out, man. Let's do this. Let's do this shit next year. Let's go there as you, me, and Christopher. Man, freaking, we're trying to bring Christopher to the freaking fold as soon as I get my shit together and set up this fucking meeting. Hopefully, Christopher will be joining us as a official Comic Crusaders. He can join us with the press passes and all that shit.
There is a Speedy Gonzalez wannabe he's got to talk to, and he's been kind of.
Actually,
he knows who he is. I said it. He's a punk.
Hey, fentanyl is a hell of a drug, man. Fentanyl is a hell of a drug. All right, so look, man, there's all types of weird fucking leaks been happening over the last month. Netflix had a big fucking leak with all of their anime apparently getting leaked. I gotta find out where that shit is. Disney had a fucking, was it Disney? Yeah, I think it was Disney.
It had to be Disney because Chris remembers. There's someone who leaked movies still in theaters on YouTube a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. And then right now they're talking about the new Doomsday cast that just got leaked already. So let's look at what is going on. Well, we've already know that Robert Downey Jr. is Victor Von Doom. There's a bunch of people that we already know. Some of the usual characters are already freaking playing Tom Holland, Spider Man, Pedro Pascal, Mr. Fantastic. We already know the usual suspects. But now what we don't know is Miles Morales. There is a plan for Miles Morales to make an appearance in Avengers Doomsday, as well as
Nah.
as well as Kang the Conqueror. Right now, they don't know who that's going to be. So,
Can we start a campaign just to get Jennifer Majors back?
Dude, if it would be nice if they did that shit because it'd be a hell of a lot less confusing for the fans, but I just don't see it
I'm thinking
happen.
for the casual fans,
Yeah.
who I think are already going to be, mind fucked when they see RDJ as Doctor Doom, not Iron Man. The people who aren't into
Shit.
all this stuff, and it's like,
That's gonna be the people.
some husband and wife who just want to go out and they want to like see a movie and get dinner, maybe get freaky in bed afterwards. Whatever
Yeah.
married couples do, I don't know because I don't believe in marriage.
The people at home, the people that's going to see it in the theaters, and the fucking actors themselves are gonna be mighty fucking confused when they see RDJ.
yeah. Look, Adam, I know you don't believe in marriage, but here's why you should believe in marriage. Today, in fact, let me give a shout out to Anchor Projectors, right? Because I have TVs, but I don't really believe in them. I think they're a fucking scam. So I love projectors. In fact, I'm watching Mr. Black right now on an amazing projector that I just got yesterday. So me and the wife we're watching. What the fuck were we watching? We were watching something, and I don't know what the fuck I did. Something with the fucking remote because I'm still getting used to this fucking thing. And I've got that service that can get you access to a whole bunch of stuff. And all of a sudden, it just turns to a whole bunch of fucking porn. Now, my wife doesn't. She says, "Hey, you fucking pervert!" She turned that pervert, but tells, "Hey, turn that shit off," because she knows the fucking kids are upstairs. But she accepts it. But she doesn't go. She doesn't fucking immediately file for divorce. She just like, "Hey, turn that shit off. Go somewhere else." Yada yada. Being accepted for the amazingly fucked up person that you are, that's fucking marriage. And once again, that's not something that I was fucking turned to. It's just part of the service. Once again, that I gotta get you on, Adam. That's fucking amazing. It's got every fucking thing. Even though it's not really handy, capable fucking service or anything like that, but it's still fucking amazing.
Like I said, I always find ways. I always find ways around it.
But yeah, man, fucking. So in the meantime, I do think that Miles Morales making an appearance in Avengers Doomsday would be amazing. I'm not tracking any comics that made that a fucking thing, but I guess here we go. Now, here's the deal though. Here's the other stuff they're talking about. Tom Cruise. And here's where I would call bullshit on this because this is a leaker talking about this. Tom Cruise as Superior Iron Man. Tom Cruise has already signed a contract with HBO and Warner Brothers to do shit with them. So for him to cross over the fucking line and go to MCU, I don't think that makes sense. Now, which could make sense is Chris Evans coming back, not as Steve Rogers or Captain America, but as Hydra Supreme. That makes sense to me. And
Yeah, I
then
can
Kit
definitely see
Harington,
it.
Kit Harington is Black Knight. Yeah, that was supposed to have happened a while ago, but nobody was feeling that eternal shit. So, I don't know. Some of these guys are the usual suspects, but then they've got Lewis Pullman as the Sentry. But I remember there was this other guy that was from Lost, the Asian guy from Lost that was supposed to be the Sentry. Julia Garner as the Silver Surfer. Yep, tracking that. Then it goes on and on. Some of these are on track, but some of these are like, what in the fuck?
Some of them they're just, I think, they went with whatever rumors were going on TMZ or
Yeah,
whatever
they
rumor
they
sites
had
are.
to because some of that shit doesn't make sense. Because they already showed who the fuck Sentry is in Thunderbolts. They said
Yeah.
who he was, and
Now here's the deal. Here's the weird thing: is that last year they actually had a whole Sentry comic book, and they had like 5 different fucking
Yeah, I
Sentries.
was gonna say, is that the one where 5 different people get the power of the century?
Uh huh.
yeah. But then for them to do that, they got to skip a lot of other shit that's supposed to happen. I felt like they were gonna do, I don't know, possibly a Dark Adventures thing, but I think that'll be later on type shit.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. And I just noticed this. Liv Tyler, Red She-Hulk.
That I can say. They've been trying to get her back in the
This is
fold
the
for.
first time I'm hearing about the Red She-Hulk. That's the bitch with the fucking wings and shit. Then you got Brad Goldstein as Hercules. So the thing that makes me pull back is they got Lewis Pullman as the Sentry. Like, I don't know about that, but that would be interesting if they did decide to pull Red She-Hulk into this.
And I thought the whole thing is that they weren't keeping her as the official Silver Surfer of everything. I thought she was only supposed to be in Fantastic Four, and then they were gonna do a Disney Plus special because when they mentioned that shit
Yeah.
before, they were saying that he was gonna have a Disney Plus special. So, I'm still stuck up on the he part. You feel me? So I thought they were
Yeah.
gonna show 2 of them during the movie.
So there are different heralds of Galactus.
Oh yeah, I know that part,
Yeah,
but I'm just
yeah,
saying
yeah.
specifically for Silver Surfer because they already said Terrax was supposed to be in Fantastic Four too. So
Mm,
and possibly, at first I thought she was
I
playing
would
Frankie Ray
say,
Nova. That's who I thought she was gonna be on some real shit. But then the actual announcement did come out that she was being Silver Surfer. But like I said, I also remember back maybe a few months before that was said, and they definitely said that Silver Surfer was going to have his own Disney Plus special
I
or
think I remember
featurette.
seeing that somewhere too.
Yeah, no, they said that shit. So like that's why I'm just like that's another one that I was looking at. I thought that if we see her at all, it will just be for that fucking movie, and that's it.
let me take another look at this shit. Make sure I'm not missing anything. All right. Fuck. It looks good, man. But I think the Miles Morales, Tom Cruise, the superior Iron Man, that's the bullshit. Hydra Supreme Chris Evans, that makes so much fucking sense. Let's fucking do that. Let's go. I don't think they have the fucking werewolves balls. Um, Red She-Hulk, that would imply that there's going to be an ultimate. It's not. He's, it's not called Ultimate Hulk. What's he fucking called? The one that's immortal. Immortal Hulk, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, Immortal
Immortal
Hulk.
Hulk. Yeah,
But if you look at it, there's no Hulk in this because he's still off on that whatever planet, fucking around with Scar.
And that's not
Sentry,
even fucking nearly as many people as they said were going to be in these two films. They said 60 plus motherfuckers. So that's a lot of unnamed motherfuckers as well. Like, they just recently said that they, like how we talked about earlier, they wanted Nicolas Cage to come back as Ghost Rider. And now Miles Morales, like you said earlier, I did hear that he was supposed to get casted as well. They're supposed to be casting him right now, because I figured that the third Spider-Verse film was going to end with him coming into live action.
So yeah, if you guys are trying to figure out who they're going to cast as Miles Morales, man, you might want to fucking catch up on all your minority shows. Yeah, that's where they're going to pull them from. They're going to find some minority show that people really like. Oh yeah, that's our fucking guy, man.
Yeah.
Clea.
I think I know it's rarely done anymore, but it would be nice if they got someone who is a total unknown for Miles Morales.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, dude. I don't even want to know who the fuck Miles is. Like, if they pick somebody like Jaden Smith, I think I'd be fucking pissed. I'm just being honest, dude. I don't want to see dude as
People
Miles
forget
Morales.
how people were when they were like, he's going to do fucking Karate Kid. People were like, first of all, why the fuck are you doing another Karate Kid? And then you're going to do, I don't know. Look, if you're going to have Wong, you know the only other thing people want from that, the bitch, Wong's bitch.
Miles a manhood, what bitch?
Fucking
the bitch that got fucking disappeared to the fucking demon realm, and then she came back and she was hanging out with the fucking Buddhist fucking joint, man. That's all people. That's really all people want to hear about fucking Wong.
And you know what's so crazy? She had a first appearance after that in comics, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I could have swore. I wanted to say it was fucking, dude. We talked about that shit. If I remember correctly, dude. That book, when that book came out, dude. I forgot his bitch's name, but I know exactly who you're talking about. And she definitely showed up in a book. I could have swore she's showing up in a book. We talked about it. People didn't make a big deal about it, but she was on a panel. She was definitely in a panel.
You know what? I think you're right. I'm positive that you're right, because I absolutely remember him absolutely talking about her and just say, "Hey, Strange, I got that you're hurt right now, but I gotta go see my bitch right now."
Yeah, definitely. I can't remember what issue he was in. I'm guessing it would have been in the Doctor Strange run or the Scarlet Witch run. I think it was one or the other, because I remember, another person we got to remember is Darcy Lewis and that Scarlet Witch #1. But I distinctly remember Wong's bitch having a panel. We talked about that shit.
Hang on.
I just can't remember the bitch's name. Otherwise, I'd be like,
her name is Madison.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll bet strippers, Coke, and Pizza Hut on it.
Okay, so here's a question. I see Elizabeth Olsen as the Scarlet Witch on this bitch. Okay. We got Agatha Harkness, her shit. Okay. It was Agatha all along. Wicked is going to make his appearance on this motherfucker. Why has his first appearance? I don't even know what the fuck it is.
His first appearance is actually
Say it. Give him some fucking cornbread. Go ahead.
You may want to Google just to double check this. I'm doing this to memory right now. I think it's Young Avengers 10 or Young Avengers 12.
God damn you!
But hey, one thing too we didn't mention earlier.
Young Avengers rock.
Avengers #1, April 2005. Yep. Right. So, and if you were going to speculate on that one, then you got to also go on the Hulkling. Yeah, that's a big part of this whole deal too. So, you're welcome. Yeah, so nothing about that. Yeah, I already talked about Mr. Beast. D23, right? So we talked about STCC. I talked about their earnings, that this is the first time that Disney Plus has actually earned fucking money, but I think it's bullshit. And now they're on D23, so keep hugging close to your Instagrams and your Twitter, see if there's any new stuff that comes out. And yeah, man, they've got some fucking interesting news. But let's go ahead and this is the first thing that they pulled out for big one. I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip. It's going to be about 2 minutes and 2 minutes. If you guys need a freaking break, stand by.
Tell me what you hear. In my heart, a memory, and there you'll always be. You hear it too? Somebody's calling us. Tell me what you see.
I see new things.
In your wildest dreams, what do you want it to look like? If nothing was standing in your way.
In my dreams, I see you. Now tell me what you feel.
The moment we've been waiting for.
Let's go.
We are family.
42,000. Every smile, every tear, every kiss. Behold, that is this is the way. What a wonderful day!
Make some noise!
All right, so that was kind of like the intro to like D23, them going like, "Hey, we know you guys have been talking shit about us, but remember, this is where we freaking shine." Credibles, Guardians of the Galaxy, Iron Man, and then they're talking about, "Hey, we're gonna do Inside Out 3. We're gonna do Moana 2. We're gonna do all types of fucking ice freaking shows. We're gonna do all types of Incredibles 3, Toy Story 5. They're doing all types of crazy shit. They're like, hey, remember all that crazy diversity? Yeah, diversity shit. DEI, yeah, forget all that shit. We're gonna bring out if it hasn't made us $500 million, we're not fucking doing that stuff. We're gonna freaking bring it back to the fucking stuff that actually worked. And we'll do a couple that are linked off of other stuff. Like, hey, remember Avatar? Yeah, we're gonna do Avatar 3, and that's about it. They're not taking any fucking chances. They're doing fucking great. So, but this new stuff, here we go. Monster Jam with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, which is kind of pretty kind of funny because you got to remember the last one that he dealt with was it wasn't Shazam. What was it? Black Adam from DC, and that didn't work out. So he's like, "Oh yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and do this with MCU and see how it fucking goes."
Another shitty Dwayne Johnson movie. Holy cow!
Yeah, Avatar. This is coming out December 19th, which is, I know you think it's like a long time away, but it's for an Avatar movie. When we took 7 years. Yeah, that's right around the fucking corner. Then you got Toy Story 5, and here we go. D23, first look at the Skeleton Crew, news on the Mandalorian and Grogu, and more updated. And I have got the fucking trailer for you from that fucking show. And I know you guys are gonna fucking hate me for showing another fucking trailer, but guess what? I'm gonna show it to you anyway. Because please pay attention. Pay attention.
And actually,
My galaxy is the home of the most epic story ever told. But then I found the cornerstone, and everything changed.
Listen up, Sig. There's only one way to say this. You messed up. You blew it. You goofed.
Jedi Pop, that's like 3 different ways.
When you removed the cornerstone, you created a new galaxy. Every person and every world will be different.
We've got to make everything go back to the way it was, because nothing makes sense.
It's a trap! It's a trap! It's a trap! It's a trap!
I know who can help us. The greatest hero of all time, Luke Skywalker.
Let me see if I have this right. In your galaxy, my dad is mostly evil until he turns good for like 5 minutes and then dies. My own nephew betrays me and kills most of my best friends. And I spend decades alone until I use the Force so hard that it kills me?
Well, when he puts it that way.
There is no escape.
What in the...
Excuse me!
Darth Jar Jar? Ridiculous. Oh, time to go!
X-Wing TIE Fighters? Ewok Bounty Hunters? You spent your life telling stories about heroes? Maybe it's time to be one.
Woohoo! Yeah!
This party's just getting started.
We're losing power. We're gonna crash. Scary, 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 scary.
The Force will guide us.
It will?
Here's hoping!
Oh, come on!
So that was the trailer for Lego Star Wars. And I get it. People are going to want to figure out what's going on with a skeleton. Nah, this is what the shit I give a fuck about. It's Lego Star Wars. And I'll tell you why.
Did they say Dark Jar Jar? I just want to make sure I heard.
Yes,
that.
yes.
Told you Jar Jar was the best.
They are making They are making Darth Jar Jar a fucking thing. Now, if you read the book on Darth Plagueis and Darth. It's not Darth Tenebrous. I forget what the name of the fucking book was called. It makes, oh my god, it will fucking send shivers down your fucking spine. But it's the Darth Plagueis book, but it's not about Darth Plagueis. It's about his master. It'll fuck you up if this fucking comes through. But here's what you might have missed. Yoda as a stormtrooper working with Darth Grievous. You definitely, everybody's heard about Darth Jar Jar, but Ewoks as bounty hunters. So think about an Ewok as a Boba Fett character.
That's awesome sauce. I didn't know those little critters weren't useless puppets.
C-3PO under the power of the Sith. or maybe it could be because he has these red eyes. Now they just had this comic book where it was the Scourge of the Droids, which is where he's under the power of the Dark Force.
Yeah, the Dark Droid series was pretty cool. And
People would
has
definitely
the golden
miss.
rod.
Yeah,
He's giving it to all the ladies.
people definitely missed the White Vader, whose first appearance was in Star Wars Infinities. And I've been telling people about this for 2 years now. That this has been happening. This is going to happen. So there's all types of stuff, and then if I were you guys, I would go back to the Yoda Stormtrooper joint and the Jar Jar, because there's other Jedi that are now Sith, and see who's there. There's a lot of interesting information there.
Yeah, I just hope they bleed the myth of the Cornerstone into the fucking actual live action shit, because that would be the only chance we ever get any of this shit in live action.
Look, I've been reading these books, the Darth Bane, the Darth Plagueis, but it's not the Darth Plagueis book. I'm fucked up. I need to find out what it is. And now I need to read the Darth Revan book. The Sith, they are on another fucking level, my boy. You're on another fucking level. But yeah, so I'm very hyped about the Star Wars universe, and I don't know what the Skeleton Wars is all about, but I do know that people have been talking about this new director that's doing something new, and he's like, "Hey, I want to do a Star Wars thing, but I want to do something that's not from an age that people haven't really touched, and the only age that people haven't touched is the age from the Retcon or the Old Republic. The Old Republic has been kind of touched on the games, but it hasn't really been fleshed out. So they did that. Man, there is so much stuff that's that they can fucking go
Yeah,
through.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. The Skeleton Crew trailer took me by surprise. I thought it looked really good. And then the whole suspense with the fucking Jedi at the end really, made me want to watch that shit now. When do we ever get those like real feel good type Star Wars films where we're going through the fucking galaxy like on an adventure? Usually it's just always point A to point B, and we have this fucking fight here. Now we're from point B to point Z over here and shit. And now it's like you finally get that feel good. I can sit down and watch this with my family. I don't necessarily think I'm gonna have to explain a whole lot of shit the entire time I'm watching it, but we can still sit here and enjoy it, right?
See, but that's what Grogu was supposed to be. He was supposed to be a child, and you grew to understand the Star Wars universe as a child. It went from that, and which was amazing and perfect, because my wife, who doesn't give a fuck about any of that stuff, she understood. She was like, "Okay, here's Grogu," and Grogu got her interested in a whole bunch of stuff. She was like, they had her watching like all the Star Wars stuff. So Grogu is an amazing fucking device. And then they just got really sloppy and fucked up, man, which is, hey, whatever.
Yeah, but this one, the reason why I even say that is because they had a few shots in that trailer where you're kind of looking at it through because the whole trailer kicks off with you looking through a group of kids' eyes, like in the Star Wars universe, just regular fucking kids, getting ready to basically kick off this adventures. So I'm feeling fucking Goonies and the fucking space vibes right now, dude. I'm fucking loving it. So, and then they had the whole thing where it looked like a neighborhood, and I feel like they're trying to blend our minds in right now to get us ready for that shit, because we're gonna have alien-like fucking creatures walking around here soon, mowing their fucking lawn, cursing us out for stepping on their grass, and all type of good shit, right? And this movie, I think this series is gonna pump us up for that type of shit.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, here's the deal, though. People were expecting and hoping for more because once again, you just came out of this whole what's the name of the fucking Ahsoka,
Acolyte
right?
shitstorm.
The acolyte shit, right? So
Yeah.
people were expecting more stories about what the fuck is going on with Plagueis, what the fuck is going on with Yoda. And if you're not going to give it to this, at least finally give us what the fuck is going on with Dr. Aphra.
Yeah, I feel like this might be the fucking key to that. You know, I think of that crew like how they portrayed the trailer. I feel like she's a bitch we can bump out to in the Star Wars universe. Have a cameo here and there, maybe a Cal Kestis or some shit. I got to go back and research and remember what time frame this shit is in. But if I'm not
She's an
mistaken, this is
invader.
supposed to.
She's an invader area.
Right,
She's
that's
an invader.
that's what I'm saying. I
That's
think
like
all this shit is supposed to line up with the overall Thrawn picture, right? So I just kind of like the aspect of that trailer. It was a good ass trailer, I guess.
yeah. So yeah, man, we're fucking stuck, man. It's like they. So Acolyte is good because they're reminding us, like, hey, there's a bunch of stuff that you don't fucking know about it, but they haven't taken advantage of that yet. So we'll see if Skeleton Wars picks it up. We'll see if Mandalorian with Grogu picks it up. And I don't think we've heard if there's going to be an Acolyte season 2 yet. I don't think we've heard that. So we'll see if that works out. Oh yeah, so there we go. Yep, Red Build, what's the name? Fucking Jar Jar, and then a White Vader. Telling people that for a while. Skeleton Crew reveals first teaser to some release date. Andor season 2. I'm kind of interested. In these because I love. Look, I am a.
Never finished Andor season 1 yet.
I hate Andor, but I love the fucking way they fucking grind away at it. I love the way they were grinding away. Like, hey, there's logistics to this shit, which is why I kind of wish they would have did a Rogue Part 2. But I'm kind of into it. All right, I think it's about time we actually start talking about the freaking comics, right? So we'll do a training and then we'll break. And then continue. Here we go. And this was covered. Let's see this top 10. 8, no grave. Number 4, the 1 in 25. This means that there has been 4 1 in 25s from 8 no grave that have hit and been so. I don't know what much to tell you. Just keep it freaking going and go ahead if you keep collecting these. And we told y'all about this 2 months ago. X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men. Jim Lee, I think is a 1 in 50.
That's a 1 in 50.
Beautiful fucking. She's covered, but she's assed out. Just ass out.
Yep.
Just, I got
her face is down, her ass is up. I ho.
She straight up buns in the sun.
Now the qualifiers were absolutely fucking ass. Not worth it. But I tell you what, if you can get it under 80, you're fucking golden with this one. Because I'm telling you, I need at least 5 copies of this motherfucker. 5 copies right here. So be careful. Because of the trailer for Venom, got the Venomverse fucking horse.
Yeah.
I'm seeing copies moving for Garfield. Of all fucking things. The pedestrian. Number 1. Keep in mind. Misery, number 3. All right, now before we go on to FOC, I'm going to show you this. Was an interview with our CEO Al with example. But here we go. We can, chill back, relax, do stuff. Finish up and talk about boring different alcohol.
How crazy this stuff is. Let me introduce the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Zach Kaplan. What are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Al? Good to be back. Good to see you, man. Comics, and I've been doing it about 8 years now. My first one, I did not know what I was getting myself into, but I got the chance to do a little mini series with Image Top Cow called Eclipse. That was back in 2016. And I was burning people alive with deadly sunlight, and that did very well. And I fell in love with making comics. You know, I absolutely loved it, and I dove all in. And since then, I've done a number of other books: Port of Earth with Image Top Cow, a couple Aftershock books, Lost City Explorers, Join the Future. I did a Scout book, Forever Forward, another book with Image Top Cow called Metal Society, Dark Horse book called Breakout, Vault book called Mindset. And now this year I've got a few more that are coming out that obviously you've gotten the chance to check out. So
yeah, man. Okay, we're gonna start digging in because there's a lot here to cover. Homie has been busy keeping himself busy. I'm digging everything he is working on now. Check it out, folks. This, well, how dare that one come up already? That's the one I want to show right here first.
Yeah, that's Raphael. That's Raphael Albuquerque. If you guys are familiar with him, bro,
sick. The art is, of course, gorgeous. Big shout out to Raphael. But the concept, the story, let those that are unaware, because right now issue 1 is in the shops.
That's right.
Right, you could get number 2. Number 2 is dropping soon, correct?
Yeah. Issue 1 sold out, but we have a continuation printing coming, and next week you can pick up. You should have more issue 1 on the shelf. Issue 2 is coming out. It's a Succession-style power drama of a family of immortal Vikings, and they're fighting John Wick style. And it's just an awesome blast of a series. We've got Frey Aswald there, which is our kind of we're trying to lay down some Erica Slaughter vibes in terms of a complex heroine that kicks ass, and she finds herself pitted against her family, which is these really tough immortal Vikings, and it's filled with that. It's my most action series I've ever written, for sure. Tons of action, definitely violent, definitely having a lot of fun with that. And Fico Ossio is the artist here, with Thiago Rocha as the colorist. Hassan Otsman Elha, who just won the Eisner for lettering. And then
you have this, that you mentioned it, beyond real. Talk about like not knowing where you at. Holy smokes, man. This, all right. Where were you mentally and all when you were doing this? Because this is a trippy book. It is fire though, but trippy.
Yeah, very.
The art, the colors, that moments are so bright. Sometimes they get faded. Like, yo, I mean, you as a reader, we also enjoy that ride, not just by reading it, but by the artistry. Fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah, thank you. This is our love letter to creativity for sure. And it's got 7 different artists over this 5-issue miniseries. And everyone from, just to list them for a second, Jorge Corona, Liana Kangas, Vincenzo Riccardi, Tony Fazula, Dennis Menhir, Luana Vecchio, Fabiana Mescolo, and a couple colorists in there, Jordi Belair, and Matea Iacono, and Hassan letters the whole thing. And yeah, I became fascinated with simulation theory. I just love this idea that what if we are all living in a simulation? It's really,
you sound like Tom Booyu right now.
Yeah, I know. Dennis Menhir, Luana Vecchio, Fabiana Mescolo, and a couple colorists in there, Jordi Belair, and Matea Iacono, and Hassan letters the whole thing. And yeah,
we're going to talk about today This one is dropping another yet gorgeous book, Dark, Empty, Void, from Mad Cave Studios, baby.
Yeah.
Something 10 years at that. Big salute to them. Talk about it. This is a gorgeous book, and again, what do you do? What are you smoking, bro? Or is it just in the air? Is everybody smoking out there where you're at, and it just influenced you? Because Jesus, your brain, bro. I mean, again, these are all great stories, all out there stories, but all different stories. Like, bro, your versatility and your writing skills is just insane.
Thank you. I mean, they're all. What's funny though, I feel like they all share some common threads. I feel like I like to make you think, Al. I like to write something that's going to make you think. I like to write something that's going to have some sort of big fun hook, like, ooh, we're talking about immortality, we're talking about simulation theory, we're talking about black holes, but ultimately we're talking about a character. We're talking about her perspective on the world. We're talking about her trying to find her way through it all. So yeah, I come back to some of the same kind of guiding interest again and again. Dark Empty Void is it's about black holes essentially, but it's also about our perspectives. The story, if people are not familiar with it, basically scientists are trying to create a stable microscopic black hole, and with kind of a collider, and they lose control, and all sorts of cosmic energy and matter start spewing out. Most interestingly of all, a young human teenage girl. And they cannot make heads or tails of this, nor can they make heads or tails of the crazy things that this human stranger is saying. So one of the scientists calls his ex-wife, who is a psychologist, to come basically.
I could be the ex. Jeez.
oh, estranged. Yeah, and she's an estranged wife, and calls her to come solve the mystery. And they have to solve the mystery of this stranger and what's happening to the black hole to basically save the Earth from being devoured whole. And it's a ride. It's a cosmic horror thriller in the vein of Annihilation or Aliens or Arrival. And Chris Sheehan is the artist.
899 100.
All right, that was our CEO, freaking Al motherfucking Mega. He will be able to. He'll one day be able to hang out with us at 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the morning, hanging out with Zach Zaplin, freaking with Kill Mortals, and newest Void, doing some freaking good work. And I definitely suggested you guys freaking pick up a copy and read through it. So now we're going to go on to FOC to see what's going on with that stuff. But first, we're going to go into some of the new arrivals. There is a kitty cat from Momino Go from a distillery. It's supposed to be a gold cat. I'm not sure what the difference is because they actually had an STCC one that was actually gold as well. I think this one is about $100. Of course, hit me up if you want a really fucking good discount on that one. I got you. Hell's Half #1, Acre, cover A by Bungie. Venom War Wolverine #1, which is a Wolverine subsidiary freaking symbiote. And then Minor Arcana #1. There is a FLC reveal Frizzen, and then there's an unlockable by Elote. It was actually an what do you call it, an ash can that came out maybe a couple weeks ago. Masters of the Universe Revolution. Who is Despara? Looks like there's a new character for this one for Masters of the Universe Revolution #4. And Mutant Nation. Man, there's about 4 to 5 covers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 covers to include a 1 to 10. And let me tell you, man, they actually all look pretty fucking good, man. Survivor Street coming out with the second volume called The Radical Left #1. And then Kerpow by Scout Comics. So it looks like, so for those that don't know, this is made by the same creators as kind of the same creators as Kick-Ass, but they're trying to strike out on their own. The Autumn Kingdom I kind of not haven't read through the premise of this one yet, but it looks pretty good. And then a Magic Order number 5, or excuse me, Magic Order 5 number 1. I think this one has already been solicited for or option for something.
Yeah, Mark Miller's got an overall deal, and he's has an ownership stake in Netflix, so that's like a done deal.
Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja freaking Turtles. I forget what her name is. Mona Lisa. I was trying
Mona
to track.
Lisa?
Yeah, Mona Lisa. She's on the cover. I'm trying to track down if she's ever had another comic book appearance. I know she's had a cartoon appearance, but not
Yeah,
tech.
I think she was in an issue or two in the early 100s, maybe.
Good.
That's the
Good.
last
Good
time.
man. Then what we just had Al talking to the guy about. Mad Cave has Dark Empty the Void. Conan Barbarian Battle Blackstone number 1. The covers look absolutely freaking amazing for it. The cover C by Sager and the cover D by Didier. All right, going into some of the incentives, there's a 1 in 5. The Pedestrian, 1 in 10. There is quite a few. Got my eye on some of the Lady Mechanic joints, as well as some minor arcanas. That's about it. But here we go with the oddly pedestrian life of Christopher Chaos number 12. This Sebastian Farmora, man. He's in another class by himself, man. He's up there with Ozaki, man. He's got some weird shit that looks like, man, but it just looks so fucking good. So I'm not ready to buy 10 of these, but I am ready to get a copy for cheap if it's ever out there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Nation number 1. Then there's your Minor Arcana. Scarlet number 4, 1 in 10. Disney Villains. Here's your Black and White for Lady Mechanica. And Gotcha Man number 3 by Francine Delgado. There's a 1 in 15. Actually, there's a few 1 in 15s. 120s. Few. All right, now we're on the 1 in 25s. There is a Betsy Cola variant 1 in 25 for Avengers Symbol. It's going to be the first appearance of Captain America's newly formed Emergency Response Squad. Then Ultimate Black Panther. This list says enough planning, time for a guerrilla counter-strike against Khonshu and Ra. Meanwhile, Killmonger Okoye's allies to aid their cause outside of Wakanda. So Mr. Big Gun, they call it Ultimate Who. You'll find out have to read it. Blood Hunter is number 2. There is a new character called Drunken. Spider-Man, Black Suit and Blood. And this is going to be the very last issue of Star Wars. And I need to read number 59 because I'm not sure who this guy is, the guy with the red face. Uncanny X-Men. Miguel Mercado, 1 in 25. Venomverse Reborn. This one is a second print, David Nakayama, or Deadpool. Then Poison Ivy number 25. Brian Boyan has Poison Ivy looking kind of crazy. Batman number 152. There's a 1 in 25. Trinity Special Worlds, Finest number 1. Cover D, 1 in 25 by Chrissy Zulo. Here's a 1 in 30. Oh, actually, it looks like we're moving on to the 1 in 50s. Kingdom 140s. Here we go. Here's your 150s. Uncanny X-Men at number 2, Luciano Vecchio, Gambit variant. Scarlet number 4. I can't believe there's a 150 for this. Fantastic Four. What I would keep an eye out for is the fact that there is going to be a spoiler variant by Giuseppe Camicoli.
Okay.
Then here's a 150 by Jessica Fong. Trinity Special Worlds Finest number 1 by Sawi. But kind of looks like it's drawn by Ryan Gonzalez.
Yeah, similar.
Yeah. I'm not tripping, am I?
No, I think it's all in just like the eyes and how, it's the accents are kind of blown out. You feel me? I've mistaken some of her work before for one of Rian's, but Rian's, you'll know her because she just has that color that pops on most shit. So
yeah. Look, everybody's trying to trap on that freaking anime money, man. Everybody knows that's where money is at. All right, now we're already on the 1 and 100s. Way too many. Way too fucking many. Amazing Spider-Man number 57, Spider-Man Black Suit, Spider-Man Reign, Star Wars 50, Ultimate Black Panther, and Venomverse Reborn. There is your Amazing Spider-Man number 57 by Claudio Schiaroni. Black and white, 1 in 100, with the homage to Black Hawkeye, excuse me. There's your Spider-Man suit. 1 in 100, really? I don't know about that. I'll pick that up in a second. Spider-Man Reign number 2. Miles Morales, old man's Miles Morales going against speaking Peter Parker, old man. Then there's your 1 in 100 for Star Wars number 50. Here's your Ultimate Black Panther number 8. 1 in 100.
I should have made
Yeah,
that like 1 in 25.
It shouldn't have been 1 in 25.
Give me a 1 in 10 on a trade dress. I'll take it. Other than that, you can keep that son bitch.
Wes Craig.
Not like I don't like the art. It's just, I'm thinking price rises of all these 1 in 100 these days. That's going to be up there at Midtown for $54. Mark my words.
$50? You think it's going to be that much?
Dude, they've
maybe
been
less
having.
if you get one of their sales.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, they've been having some of these 1 in 100s that you would think, is worth more for fucking $50 these days. Like that Patrick Gleason Spider Goblin we just had like a week ago or so. That shit was like $50. The Pablo Villalobos Storm they just dropped. That was only like $70. Yep. I passed on that shit too, But the ones you actually fucking want, just know that they're always gonna be 90 and above. And I think the max that they've been doing is probably like 160, but I've been grabbing some and the others I'm just like, I'll catch that bitch later.
Yep.
But this is definitely a catch later if I even get it.
Unless there's some big fucking character in there. I don't know.
Yeah, but they've already been spoiling all the big characters lately. Every fucking time we're getting a character worth it, right? Everybody fucking knows already. Like they wasted Spider-Girl. They just wasted old girl from the New Champions variant on Scarlet Witch. Because she'll be in Scarlet Witch. I think it'll be like issue 6 or 11. I couldn't remember the exact number. But it's the fall issue coming up. So it's like, they're just pretty much throwing these first appearances out here ahead of time that, would be worth something like this. Now, this shit, I'm going to pick it up because I feel like people are gonna be on that one. Looks like a fucking Venom Batman.
See that? Who else would be standing on top of a fucking gargoyle in the in the middle of the fucking city in the rain?
With a
Who
fat ass
else?
leather looking cape. It's fire though, you know. I'm gonna get it, 'cause you know I like Batman anyways. But you know they knew what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah. All right. Here's an artist. I don't know who this
That
absolute
looks
power
like
number three.
Carla Cohen. That's who that looks like.
It looks like every freaking girl that I saw at the fucking Comic Con, man. It looks like my fucking sister-in-law.
Excellent.
Conan the Barbarian. Cover E. Or excuse me, Conan the Barbarian Battle Blackstone #1. Cover E by Mr. Tony Fleeks. Good stuff. And just so you know, Adam, it
Yes.
does fulfill the tentacle requirement for this week.
Good. Specking on kitties.
No titties. It's just Conan being restrained, which that's another fetish. He's being restrained by tentacles. So
Yeah, man. Because tentacle
And
porn
they-
is the shit, man.
look,
You best
yeah.
don't fucking nice.
Look, all you guys look. I mean, it's a different perspective. Just look at what the Japanese are in their whole porn fetish thing, and then just draw a cover to it. That's what they got going on here, man.
Yep.
Moon Knight #9. There is a cover by Patori, and then there's one by Torrin Clark. Godzilla. A Godzilla cover. So in fact, that's a thing that's going to be a month from now. All these Godzilla covers.
God damn it.
Image has Gunslinger Spawn #35 as well as Spawn #356, and both of them look pretty good, man.
Yeah, I'm feeling that Mark Spears.
Avengers Assemble #1, Ryan and Meandering Wraparound.
I'm actually looking forward to that book.
Dave Wilkins pulling it out with Masters of the Universe Revolution #4.
Ooh.
Survivor Street, The Radical Left #1. Oh man, I know people are going to hate me for this. I know people are not going to understand this, and they're not going to. So, look, there are these puppets, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Sesame Street puppets. They are holding signs of communist Russia and China. One's holding a hammer, the other one's holding a sickle. And these are absolutely freaking signs and logos of fucking communist fucking Russia. So, yeah. So if the Survivor Street guys were expecting to have any type of movie anytime soon, they could throw that shit out the fuck window right now. Hey, they can forget about that. Oh, we're not paying for a fucking communist shit. Nope.
Even though Survival Street is just not more of a parody, but
hold up, let me fucking pour myself another fucking shot of tequila.
Do the worm, brother.
No worms in this shit.
Worm.
Jimmy Buffett knows enough to not have any fucking worms in my shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Good restaurants, by the way. Great fucking restaurants.
They do have good restaurants, man.
Captain America #3. Animal Pound #5. There is a cover E unlockable by Fornes. David Nakayama, who we had like 2 months ago on here, Thundercats #2. And it not his best work, but it's okay.
I've been digging his turtles lately, dude. He dropped a couple of turtles. They look pretty good. That's a nice little set. I like how he did the different greens on each one.
I haven't seen him. Tag me in that shit. Let me look at it.
Yeah, they were pretty nice, dude. I was feeling those, but definitely, bro.
All right, here's some later prints. Second print for Uncanny X-Men #1, David Marquez, 1/25. There's your X-Force #1, David Nakayama, second print.
That was a good read.
Grommets #1, third print. There's also going to be a second print for #2.
All right.
Don't have any foil unlockables. There's a Conan the Barbarian Blackstone Zafino for is it unlockable. All right, here we go for you, Mr. Adam.
Yes, sir.
Time for Project Pegasus. Zenoscope lost their goddamn minds this week.
No.
Okay? God forgive me, because my sons will probably watch this someday. First image we have up is Man Goat.
Right.
And Buddy Man, beware the Pig Man, #3. And let me tell you, Buddy Man is in a room full of fucking fire. He's tied up to the fucking bed. And there's a young lady who's got those little she's got a whip, but it's not just a fucking whip. It's got those fucking Tresson balls, shit that's got like spikes and shit, and then the fucking balls, right? And my boy Buddy Man has got the Gimp fucking ball gag on him, and shit, right? He's handcuffed to the motherfucking bed, and not only that, his ears are fucking swirled up and tied up and shit, so he can't go out. But he is living his best fucking life, goddammit. He's living his best goddamn life. So
Yes.
Judge him if you want to, but he's happier than a motherfucker. All right.
This isn't up in order.
Yes. It is the Man Goat and Bunny Man Beware the Pig Man #3. Cover C, Sonya. Order it through the pull box. And I will give this shit to you for cost. So that would be 50% off.
We will talk, bro. We will talk.
You need to have this cover. You need to have this cover so that your grandkids are going through your shit. The fuck cover, and they see, oh yeah, that granddaddy was about that life. Yeah. This is.
You don't think my grandkids aren't getting up and Jump Street what their grandpappy was all about?
Yeah. Yup. This is the one. This is the one. All right. This is a good cover. But you know what? Zenoscope said, "Oh, you thought we was done."
Wait, there's something that's gonna top that in
yes.
fucking history?
Man, Goat, and Bunny Man, Beware the Pig Man, #3. Cover D, but this one is a 1/20. This is a homage to Space Jam. Okay.
Yeah, that's fucking fire, dude. I even want one of those.
OG Space Jam or New Space Jam?
Yeah, Adam, you need 20 of the other ones that I was just telling you about. That way you can get this one, which is a 1/20. And like Chris said, this is fucking fire. I'm
fucking
telling
fire,
you.
dude, that shit is...
I'm telling you. The Jessica Rabbit on this motherfucker. Oh! I'm fucking... Whoa. Wait. And we ain't gotta fucking talk. I'm gonna send you an invoice in the fucking morning. If you don't see an invoice, I'm probably fucking dead. But you need this in your fucking life. This shit is fucking fire. Okay, so let's downgrade it a little bit. Oh wait, never mind. Wonderland Return to Madness #3. Cover C by Igor Lamov. A Alan Austin Unland. She's fitting to get it. and it's okay. It's not fucking the other ones, but it's okay. Red Sonja, Death and the Devil by Selena. It's okay. But let me tell you, this Grim Fairy Tales number 88, cover DJ, Cardi Guard. If you like fucking run down fucking a lot lizard fucking bitches, this is the one for you because this bitch, she's got the fucking, she's got the braids. Once again, it's one little white girl. And she's got the braids and she's got her front meat all out. And she's looking you dead in your fucking face as she's eating your fucking heart. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to process that shit. There's a little white girl in fucking braids. She's looking you dead in your fucking face as she's eating your fucking heart with the front meat all out. And yeah, she bothers to take a minute to fucking wipe her fucking mouth with her fucking other hand. Hey, because she's got the blood from your heart, you know. She's wiping her fucking mouth. But guess what? She already fucking took your heart out. She's fucking chewing on that shit.
Eating the heart.
You are nothing but a motherfucking midnight snack for her. So let's continue. Grim Fairy Tales number 8. This one is a 1 in 20 FOC by Paulet. Sir, I don't even know what the story is about, but there is a young girl on here, blonde. She's got all types of fucking witch symbols tattooed on her fucking body. And to say that she's in her lingerie is a fucking lie because she's a less than that. She's a less than lingerie.
Yeah, so much titty meat falling out, man. Fucking Adam, you just be fucking losing your mind. Like, you know what I'm saying with that shit?
How you have front and ass meat hanging out in the same fucking picture? I don't fucking know.
Face down, ass up, my brothers and sisters.
And it's the favorite type of lingerie, you know, with like the double strings on the side that kind of squeeze it a little bit, make it look like a piece of meat with, you know, the string wrapped around it too tight. Dude.
Now we'll say this. If for instance you thought this was pretty good art, but you were embarrassed by how much there is out there, there is a more clean version where she's actually wearing pants. Yeah. It's still fucking out there, man. It's because she's on her fucking knees, my son. She's on her fucking knees, and the front meat is out there, and the back meat is still meat. The back is still out there, and yeah. So it's fucking good. What's it called again? Grim Fairy Tales number 88. There's 1 in 20, cover E 1 in 20, and then there's a regular where she's got the pants on. Good stuff. Zenoscope fucking they are coming from motherfucking heads around this one. Red Sonja, Death and Devil cosplay. She's obviously has some work done on the lips and the fucking front meat. You know, paid a bunch of money for the chainmail. It's all right. But Adam, the one that I have up here right now is called Vampirilla Dark Reflections number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Chris, took another fucking swig. Took another swig on this one. Vampirilla Dark Reflections number 4. Cover F Perillo. And this one is going to be a metal premium, which means it's $100 normally.
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty fire. Like
you ever see a bitch that she's sexy? So I'm gonna borrow from Sex and the City. You ever see a bitch that's sexy ugly?
Mm-hmm. See them at the strip clubs all the time.
This girl right here on this cover, she is sexy ugly. Vampirella is on this cover is sexy ugly, where she's not what you would normally say is conventionally beautiful or sexy, but the way in this cover she is sexy fucking ugly. You gotta fucking have it. It's fucking and it's a Perillo, Lucille Perillo. Fuck it, man. It just disturbs me because he has these girls, right, that he normally draws. And you're like, oh, that's Perillo, that's Perillo. But then he decided to fuck you on this one. You go, oh, I guess I don't know everything that Lucille Perillo has to fucking draw. I guess I don't know this motherfucker. So he fucks around with you on this one. Great fucking art. Interesting stuff going on in the background. Interesting stuff going inside the fucking art. Fuck. All right, here we go with DC Trinity Special World's Finest #1. You old ass little fucking perverts that love that bubblegum shit. This one is for you. Done by Sweeney Boo. Cardstock. So
fuck,
yeah.
I love this one. That's fucking fire, dude. I gotta have that.
Shit.
I
gotta have that shit.
Bubblegum books. So.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking amazing.
I forget who this is, but this is probably done by another Grimm artist, Soria Matas and Coco Spin. Front meat all out there. Red leather fucking suit, blonde. That binds the question, Mr. Adam. When is the next? What's the name of sex? What's the next? What's the name of the fucking thing that you go to where it's nothing but fucking porn?
Oh, Exotica.
Yeah, what's the next one? The season
October
should be
25th to the 27th.
See, there you go, but man, no. Are you going? Or are you taking a break?
I'm already locked in.
See,
I've been locked in since last year.
See, and that's in New York or what?
Yeah, Jersey. It's in Edison, New Jersey.
It's in Jersey, which is close to Philly. Yeah, press pass.
Maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours away from Philly, give or take.
Holmes and Houdini, Chris Moriata, currency. There is a very Pegasus fucking art. I didn't bring it in. Woo. This one is freaking hot. 2 chicks just doing a whole. So it's like a homage to Harry Houdini and what's the Houdini's name? I forget what Houdini's first name was, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank at the moment.
Zenoscope. What do you got? Your covers are amazing, but I don't know if I should read your shit or not. I don't know. All right, and then this is
some rights to some of their shit.
Holmes and Houdini. There's a Ivan Tao, who is one of the most underrated fucking people. Look at his shit like, oh yeah, his shit is fucking great, but they're not really to pay money for his shit yet. Birds of Prey, fucking Batgirl. I don't think her name was Batgirl. I forget what her fucking name is, but
Cassandra Cain, is it?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Was that the sexy Asian Batgirl? Yeah, that would be Cassandra Cain.
And then you got another Birds of Prey, but this one is Poison Ivy. However, she's in Catwoman suit. Don't know what I feel about this one.
What issue of Poison Ivy is this?
Birds of Prey number 13.
All right.
And then, this is Project Pegasus. For those who are confused about what the fuck we're doing. This is Adam. This is manga, which I think, Adam, I implore you, we need to do just manga, but in this vein. This one is called Booty Royale.
Okay.
never go down without a fight. And uh, front meat, pussy meat, leg meat, all that's out there. It's covered.
Sticking out fucking
It's
Japanese style.
it's covered, but it's just out there. And then it has the nerve to cover her hands and arms and shit.
Well, you don't want to make a mess, you know? You want to keep your hands clean.
Oh my goodness. Booty Royale.
Booty
So,
Royale.
yeah. All right, moving on to stuff that covers TV and as well as horror. Also, from now on, we will also be trying to cover toys as much as possible. There's going to be a Transformers Gen Import Transformers Optimus Prime Leader that's coming out soon. Beetlejuice. Freaking Beetlejuice and Batman. There's a cover coming out for that one. The Witcher. Dark Horse. This one is by Molina. Dead Weights #6 really kind of fucked up. There's a weird thing going on with this one. It says any retailer who orders at least 3 copies can order as many as they want others unlock. Spider-Man, the Ghost Spider, and Godzilla fuck cover. Sonic the Hedgehog 1-10. And just toys. There is a DC Multiverse Batman Wave scale figure. This figure that I'm looking at right now is a Superman, Green Lantern, Batman, freaking amalgamation of all this other shit. So take that what you want. There is a comic. I forget what the first appearance of this cover, this character was, but
I think it's Batman, Superman, World's Finest. Want to say number 7, because it's them, Batman and Superman, like with a hint of Green Lantern when they combined for that. Remember that? I think that second printing was the one that everybody was chasing with him on it.
Oof. I didn't know people were chasing it. And of course, you gotta have some type of Deadpool fucking stuff. People have been dogging the shit out of me for this Deadpool and Wolverine dog pool Funko Pop. All right, love that shit. Go ahead, Adam.
They're already going for like, I've seen them as high as $50 already.
Really?
On
shit, I'm selling them for 11.
I know people that have Funko accounts who ordered a few of them. I think there were like 1 or 2 per household people off from the Funko website.
Hey, just on another news tip, really quick, they just dropped the first teaser trailer to Ironheart as well.
Okay, all right, let's get through this, and then if you want to get it ready to play it, you can play it from your spot.
Here, let me see. I don't know how
So,
to
excuse
do that
me,
shit, bro.
Lucas, can you order Funko Pops by the case?
Yep.
I'll give you a call sometime tomorrow.
Okay. Coming in December of 2024, there is the Spider-Punk guy without the mask. Then there is him with the mask. It is a 6'6" action figure. Then there is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Miles G enters into a life of crime under the guidance and protection of his uncle Aaron, taking on the guise of the terrifying villain known as the Prowler. There's the action figure for that. Transformers Studio Premiere Lead Wave 15. You need, if you like any of this Transformer stuff, you need a key in on Swoop. People have been buying shit out of the fucking Swoop for me. Now this one is personal for me. This one is Knight Rider. It's Kit, right?
Yep.
Kit from Knight Rider as a Transformer. So I got
freaking.
yeah.
That's awesome.
I didn't fucking get that. New releases that are coming out this coming week. Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man by John Romita Jr., 125. Fantasy #1, Winter Guard. Then there's Spider-Gwen, freaking Art Germ, or is it Derek Chew? No, that's Art Germ. Venom, Venom War, Hamasu Punisher, Werewolf by Night, Red Band, Raza. And then the X-Men, J. Scott Campbell with the art, what's her name? Magic on the freaking cover.
Yep.
And that's it. Were you able to find the video?
Yeah, I sent it to you on IG.
Oh shit.
If you wanna, I don't know how to screen share no shit like that, but I sent you a few
Let's
posts right
see.
now. Up top is the Ironheart teaser. Down below is the Fantastic Four intro that they had for the panel. Underneath that, they had new footage of Red Hulk hulking out, and under that was a post about Spider-Man freshman year in his future Foundation gear. Because Kevin Feige was wearing that hat, I'm guessing today or at San Diego.
Yeah, he's
But I
running
think
at
it was
San Diego,
today.
I believe, too.
Yeah. So, but they just released a brand new trailer for Agatha, and somebody snuck out the Ironheart trailer already, which, from what I looked at it so far, looked pretty fucking good. I think I did catch a glimpse of the hood in there too. So yeah.
Yeah, that's been rumored for a while. And the Hood miniseries where he first appears has kind of, been off the radar for a while.
Yeah, I'm just geek for this because this is one of the shows that they said we were going to get Mephisto in as well as Agatha, but I don't know if they, are sticking to the same plan with the Jonathan
Because
Majors.
isn't Mephisto and Agatha supposed to be played by Borat himself?
Yes,
Saoirse
sir.
Baron Cohen?
Yeah, they said that he had shot his scenes already for the show, so Ironheart was definitely one of them because I guess they said that.
The king of the punk video. Mickey Mouse is a bastard when he wants to be. You know? He drives around suburbia with Donald driving the van. He's just like, oh boy, little boys and girls, want a record deal? Oh boy. How do you think we got Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera and Justin Timberlake? Mickey Mouse, man, he was scooping them up one neighborhood at a time. Oh boy, I can make you famous. Giving, strange cartoon mouse in a van, giving little kids candy, promise of movie and record deals. You don't fuck with Mickey Mouse, man.
Yeah, dude. Next thing we know, Mickey is gonna have his own army, and we're not gonna have opinions anymore.
Not that too.
Did you ever read that? They had a list like, for the years, like going all the way up to like 2090 or some shit like that, and they were just saying how Disney slowly takes over by buying everything in the world and shit.
Oh yeah. My
some
favorite.
of that shit seems very, very accurate.
Yes, I read it. And it very rarely that something about fiction and popular culture put a tingle up my spine a little bit. But that some of that stuff was a little too accurate.
Yeah.
It's just like one of my favorite memes is Mickey Mouse holding the Infinity Gauntlet, and it's just the only thing that it wasn't put in there yet was like Sony, I think, and he was like, haha, my acquisition is almost complete. Oh, boy. If anyone wants to hire me for kids' birthday parties, I'm affordable. Come with the Mickey Mouse costume. I don't even real requirements. I get 2 pieces of cake. I know.
That's a serious requirement, bro.
They don't have to be big pieces of cake. Just as long as I get a piece of cake.
So you know that Steamboat Willie is open now, right? So you can probably dress up as Steamboat Willie.
That's true, but there's no money to be made in Steamboat Willie, man. The kids want Mickey.
Hey, they're making a horror movie off of Steamboat Willie.
Don't remind me. I saw the trailer for that twice, and I had no clue what the fuck I watched. It's like I watched. What was it? It was. I still have to watch the second Winnie the Pooh horror movie yet. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
All right, so what we got up now right now is things that people. It's not actually been announced, but some of the stuff has been projected. Miss Marvel 2, Thor, Physical Quest, Ghost Rider. I wouldn't say Ghost Rider, but Midnight Suns. There's strong signs that they're pointing towards that. Fantastic Four has been announced. Sentry, yeah. Scarlet Witch coming forward.
When they say Miss Marvel 2, they're saying season 2?
Yeah, season 2. But it hasn't been actually announced, so I don't know. World War
these are
Hulk.
all like guesses.
Yeah, World War Hulk. Yeah, they're definitely trying to do that. Eternals, Judgment Day. They're trying to do that, but it hasn't been announced. So there's a bunch of okay. So there's Midnight Suns. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can see them that they're trying to point to, but they actually haven't announced just yet. Heroes for Hire. They should have been done that. Captain Carter, Magneto, Man Thing. Man Thing they're definitely pointing to with this whole thing about the anchors, because Man Thing, he is the nexus he's the anchor of all anchors. That's his thing. Secret Warriors.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't brought him in already.
Yeah, Mephisto, Nova. Yeah, they've been talking about that for a while. So there's all types of stuff happening on here, which they've been absolutely pointing towards. It's just that I don't know what they're waiting on. Either do it or you freaking don't, or maybe just do a what if and see how it floats. So, man, there's a whole bunch of freaking stuff on here. But oh man, it is a good time, especially if you're a Disney investor. It's a fucking good time to freaking be alive because it's actually quite cheap. Could probably be cheaper. You just gotta freaking hang out. Warner Brothers, same thing. So what else you guys got in your mind?
Shit, dude, we got a shit ton of legends given to us recently besides the Spider-Verse wave, right? So that fucking Deadpool Wolverine, that trio of figures is going fucking nuts. I think it's damn near sold out everywhere. That Wolverine sold out in fucking 0.2 seconds. I was lucky enough to get a few orders in a case, so hopefully, that shit works out. But another thing is, dude, like I said, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know if people are like just getting home or whatever the fuck is going on, but it's a lot of shit coming out for D23 right now, like that they did not give us today. So I'm guessing that they may have showed the audience live today, and now they're just getting home, putting that shit up. So I think that's how we just got that Ironheart trailer. Fucking, there's a new trailer for Agatha, although they did release that today.
Yeah.
But nothing much. You feel me? That's about it.
That's the way I feel. I feel like. Yeah, I feel like people have been making the rounds on their vacations, so people have been saving their money. They haven't been buying a whole bunch of stuff. So now, as we kind of settle into September, eventually when we settle September, that's when we'll see the actual freaking market. So hold on to your stuff till then. Lorcana those cars, they keep coming up. Apparently, the
Oh my
Lorcana
god,
line
there's
out
more?
DZ23. Yeah, Lorcana was freaking crazy. People are complaining about how crazy it was to try and get cards. And they're calling bullshit because people were saying, "Whoa, yeah, we're sold out, so get out of the fucking line." And people were like, "No, no." Employees were like, "No, no, no, we still got you. Just freaking hold on." So all types of weird stuff going on with that. But yeah, I feel like we're in a freaking good freaking spot, man. But
I also had a rumor that Pogs are going to be making a comeback, so I'm extremely happy about that.
say again, what was it?
Pog, you remember Pogs?
Pog.
And the
So
little game, the
yeah.
the game with the slammers and the circle little cars that you
So
slam.
so interesting enough, at the retailer summit in San Diego, they brought back Beyblades. They tried to bring back Beyblades, which is
Wow.
like Pogs and like freaking Tops, and everything. But it is like there's this weird mechanism that makes sense, so you don't have to do all the weird shit with it, right? And it's got a future because it already has a cartoon and shit associated with it. But the problem.
Yeah, okay, I think Lucas is froze.
Possibly. I'm sure he'll be right
He pissed off
motherfucking
the
back.
Matrix.
Somehow my drunk ass fucking kicked my ass out. All right.
I think the tequila is kicking his ace.
Not quite yet, but we're about to finish anyway, so we'll be good.
All right.
All right. But yeah, so the big problem was, right, this was another interaction is, so they gave us free Beyblades. And I was like, oh, this is great because they actually demonstrated the fucking Beyblades at the lunch. Oh, this is fucking cool. All right, so and they gave us free Beyblades. Took that shit fucking home. Turns out there's another piece. It's like a fucking thing. You gotta fucking put in and like spin it. So there's like two pieces. It's not like, hey, buy the Beyblade, that's it. No, you gotta buy two freaking things in order to get the Beyblades fucking working. Period. So that's where they fucked up. So I'm like, oh yeah, you guys gotta have it in your fucking stores. I'm like, shit. What is fucking up Beyblades, Tops, Bogs, any of that shit. Arcana, Magic, Gathering, Pokemon. Yep, all of but I do want to give a shout out to Spidey, Hunter, waiting on your ass to get back, as well as Phil. Yeah, man. And Tom says, "Hey, Tron 3 with Nine Inch Nails soundtrack. Never heard that." Yeah, man. Freaking Adam, you got anything? What's the next show you guys are gonna have?
Actually, Tuesday, I will have something. I'm not sure yet. But this Thursday at 8 p.m. on Awesome Sauce Radio, I'm having my friend.
I will interject and I will say, let us listen to whatever the fuck they tell everybody about tomorrow. And if it's big enough, we'll be right back here tomorrow night.
Yep.
Talk about it.
Yeah, because I think they are.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have something. They're gonna have. They kind of they shot their load over at San Diego with Robert Downey Jr. I think they got something. They still have something cool planned for D23.
Yeah, I think so too. So they're doing something freaking wicked. But as we say, I think that's the end of this. We are at the 2 hour 40-minute mark. It is 3:30 in the fucking morning. It's time to either leave the fucking club or just fucking go to fucking bed, man. It's time for us to get the fuck out of here. But yeah, freaking stay tuned. Freaking make sure if you're not already tuned in to freaking Blind Adam, subscribe to Blind Adam and Sir Christopher the Great on freaking Instagram, as well as Comic Crusaders Network. Also, if you get a chance, go ahead and check that Zach Zaplin freaking interview out if you can. But we have got to freaking finish up the rest of this fucking tequila and go to fucking bed. Just to do it again tomorrow. Love you guys. Please stay safe.
For each man in his time is pain. Until he walks along the beach and sees his future in the water. Long lost arm within his reach.
Sometimes men take matters into their own hands. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
As you guys know, it is Drunken Chat, son.